Is Venice, Florida a good place to live?
Well, that really depends on the person and the situation. We're gonna cover a bunch of those and we're getting started right now.
But first, if you're looking to buy or sell a home in the area, make sure to call, text, or email us. I am a local realtor here. My information will be in the description box below.
Phone number is 941-221-1897. You can call or text at any time. We're always gonna have your best interest and happiness in mind when buying or selling a home in the area. So I think the first kind of person that we should talk about that it is a great place to live is retirees. We're a very retiree-centric city. There's a lot to do for retirees, a lot of activities. It's walkable, it's beautiful weather. You got beaches, you got our downtown.
People are very friendly, and it's, I would say, easy to make friends here, mainly because, you know, everyone's not from here. Either they're a retiree or a snowbird here, so everyone's kind of like in that same boat, so it's easy to strike a conversation with someone like on the street or something.
Yeah, and I think a extra pro to that is that since all these people are moving here from different areas, you get to know people from all over the country, sometimes outside of the country, so that's kind of fun and exciting, and it's just a nice relaxed city for a retiree. If you want something a little more exciting, you know, a retiree, you want something a little more fast-paced because you're like a go-getter or whatever, you want a little more city hustle and bustle, maybe not then. But if you like getting outdoors, you like little quaint shops, restaurants, things like that, then yeah, perfect city for that.
Also, it is great for retirees because of our low crime. Our crime here in Venice is very, very low. You do feel safe when you're just, you know, walking around. And I think that's very important for a lot of retirees and older. And as we get older, we just want to feel safe. Another group of people that Venice, Florida, it's great for is families. And this is because we have a great school system here. We're in the Sarasota County school system. Very safe environment, very, very low crime. People are friendly. Retirees, actually, they'll go and support school activities, like football is a big thing here in Venice. And without having any grandkids in school, they'll actually go and support, so that's kind of fun. And just having that sense of community, you know, where people want to see you do well, it's great for children to grow up in that environment. Also a beach town, so that's a pro in itself. And the high school, it's in a great location. It's right on the island in the downtown, so it's very walkable to pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, I'd also say, especially for like younger kids, like from I'd say like 8th grade down, there's a lot of like youth activities. You gotta kind of know where to get into them, but I've been involved in a little bit of that. I do basketball skills training here and worked with the girls' high school team, so I've kind of got a feel for that and got to know some of the kids and some of the things out there. There's a lot of things through like the YMCA, the Boys and Girls Club. There's just all kinds of different little activities, especially during the summer. A lot of like the parks will have like summer camps and things like that. There's, I think, Taekwondo or something that goes on at Woodmere Park. So there's a lot of things on that side of things. I would say for maybe the kids that are like, you know, in that freshman year to senior year, it's maybe not quite as ideal depending on what they're into. I've heard it both ways. Some kids say they grew up here, they wouldn't have it any other way. And then I've heard some people say that Venice is just a little bit too small town, a little boring. However, we're just south of Sarasota, which is a little bit bigger city, a little bit more to do, so that is an option.
Yes, and at 16 years old, you can start driving yourself too, so it's not, you know, like parents that live here have to drive their kids everywhere or like drive to Sarasota because their kid wants to go have fun in Sarasota. It's like if they have a car and they have their license, they can drive themselves. Also, we know of high school kids that they love living here, and they'll actually, one of the reasons why they love living here is because it's so close to Orlando. So they'll make a day trip to go to Orlando and just go to a park and then come back. So that's really not a bad location to be in.
The next kind of person that I think maybe it depends on, but for I think a lot of them it maybe would not be as ideal, would be people that are in their around, I'd say 19 years old up to like 25-ish, you know, where you're looking to get out, you're looking to party a little bit more, be around the younger crowd, whatever that may look like. Venice just doesn't have a lot of that kind of stuff. We don't have like a very, I mean, there's bars here and restaurants that have bars at them and things like that, but you're not gonna have your club scene and just less of that kind of stuff in general. If you're like young and trying to, you know, go to college, or, I mean, we do have Southwest Technical College over by Welland Park. I can never remember the exact name, but that's over there. But outside of that, there's really not a lot as far as that goes. And also for just like young professionals, like it's gonna be more service industry type jobs. So just for that kind of person that's looking to get out there with more young people, party maybe, or just, you know, get their life going as far as their professional career, not necessarily the most ideal location.
Yeah, and also, you know, at that age, you're kind of looking to maybe meet your significant other. So it is a little bit tougher in that regards as well, because keep in mind that our demographic here, the age, it's like so much older. So for 19 to 25, even 30-year-olds, it might be a little bit more difficult to meet someone here.
Yeah, a little bit slower pace and just, a little bit less. The city's just not really made for that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that will evolve over time, but I don't see that necessarily happening. But I guess we'll see with all the more families that are moving in right now.
Yes. But Sarasota is a great option for, you know, that group, and you're still very close to Venice. And the other group of people, little people, that Venice is great for, it's for kids. I would say, you know, like babies up to
that
18, high school, once you graduate high school and you're, you know, trying to go somewhere else for school. Venice is great for kids because it's a safe town. You have the beach, so you can have, you know, all those experiences when you're younger. I feel like you appreciate that even more. We have a lot of different parks, like Shamrock Park, Pinebrook Park, so you can, you know, take your kids and go for a walk. And, you know, it's kind of like a little hike, but it's really not a hike. It's an adventure as well.
Yeah, it's a safari.
Yes. And also there is a lot of nature here, and there's a lot of different wildlife and animals, and kids that age, you know, maybe like 12-year-olds and under, 12-year-old and under, they love that stuff.
Yeah, my nieces and nephews will come into town quite often, and they love it just to, they're gonna go catch little lizards. There's the shark's teeth at the beaches that you can find prehistoric shark teeth. Going to the jetty, you can see dolphins. So there's a lot of those kinds of awesome outdoor activities, especially, you know, someone that's looking to move down where a lot of that stuff's gonna be brand new. That's super exciting, especially for kids, but also like even me, like I think that's great. I get pretty hyped up about it.
With that being said, if you're looking to buy or sell a home in the area, make sure to call, text, or email us. I am a local realtor here. My information will be in the description box below.
Phone number is 941-221-1897. Call or text at any time. We're always going to have your best interest and happiness in mind when buying or selling a home in the area. If you got any other questions about living here, moving here, or any of the areas nearby, leave a comment, let us know, hit all the buttons, and
Live breezy.